Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fallout 4 Roguelike, where we have our final character, Felix, the Commander, who is designed more for settlements. His objective is quite simple. He needs to make 5 settlements with 10 settlers in them. That's it. Not combat focused or anything, just get those settlements, build them up, let the people come, got a big town network going, all is good. That's all he needs to do. We're not showing any rewards for this time because Felix is the final character in this series. Regardless of whether he succeeds or fails, it's over. And speaking of succeeding or failing, last time Rachel met an unfortunate end. If you haven't watched that video, I would recommend going and watching it. It will likely be linked in the cards and possibly in the end screen as well. Go take a look at it. It was a unusual one to say the least. But because Rachel didn't make it, that means that today we only have rewards in this mailbox from Carl and Beatrix, who are both successful. So a bunch of chems and a handful of grenades as well. Not a bad start. And Felix, if you've forgotten, he's got some sturdy combat armor and a fancy revolver. He is very character-based? Yeah, team-based and all of that good stuff. He also starts with a large shipment of junk. And when I say a large shipment of junk, I really mean it. Look at this stuff. This is good. Because, yeah, he's going to be wanting to build up places, so all of this stuff going to be utterly essential. And in the spirit of all of that, we're actually going to clear out Sanctuary and start building it up. So, let's just go ahead and do that. And I am definitely clearing it out first, simply because that's the safer way to go about things. Because I do not want bugs sneaking up on me whilst I'm in workshop mode, because being cautious is definitely the smarter way to do things. And we do have VATs available to us, so I'm going to use it on stuff like the bloatflies, which otherwise can be a bit of a pain. And for anyone who's new to the series, it is worth knowing that this is permadeath on survival mode with no HUD. So it's going to be a little bit challenging at places. We've got 2 bloatflies in here. They're really not the toughest of enemies to deal with, but the fact they fly around can be a right pain. That makes me... Oh, we got a trio of them actually. I was slightly wrong. Okay, let's... Oh, come on, just get a bit closer. I just want a better shot. 52 will have to do. Cool. It's a hit. That was 1 bloatfly down. Let's just sidestep a little, then go for a nice high percentage chance on it. Next one. This is what I don't like about that. You get stuff like a 73% which misses after the 50% does. It just feels kind of annoying. And I'm a bit wounded, but nothing we can't handle. Plus, this will be some junk and some meat, which will be good because in survival mode we do need to worry about hunger and thirst and all of that fun stuff. Unfortunately, that's the hardest part of this initial fight out the way. Now, all we really have to deal with are some, whatchamacallits. Oh, I've forgotten the name of them already. Are some Radroaches. Yes, I see one right there. We still do have to kind of waste our ammo on them, just because we can't afford to be dealing with them. Oh, I could try bashing this one, actually. Yeah, that's what I should try and do with some of the Radroaches, at least. Just, bash them with the butt of a gun, save a bullet, because we have 37 rounds. Wow, yeah. Okay, Felix is not the best on ammo, so definitely gun bashing. Although I think we'll have 1 that pops out of there and 1 that pops out of there, so I think there's only 2 left, which is not too bad to deal with. And let's also take their meat, because we've got a cooking station here, we can cook it all up after this final one dies right now. Perfect. And that should be Sanctuary cleared, and now we can just get on with scrapping it all down. Alrighty, Sanctuary has been scrapped down. Something really annoying is that whole V to open workshop menu will not leave the top left corner. I've got HUD off and everything. That's just refusing to disappear, which is really annoying on a series that is supposed to be somewhat cinematic at least. Still, that aside... Oh, there we go, now it goes. Oh man, I've literally been sat here for about a full minute just waiting for that one thing to leave, and then it goes. Anyway, Sanctuary has been scrapped down. Look at it, it's not 100% scrapped, and I'm in fact going to go around the back of here to loot back of this place as well. But it's been very heavily scrapped, because I'm going to need these supplies not just for Sanctuary, but also for follow-up settlements, because my settlements will all end up linked together, and they'll just need to be able to work with each other for sharing supplies. So all of the wood and steel I've got from scrapping, like really basic stuff, will come in handy. And now let's get some gold as well. Yeah, so in this little area here is always some good stuff, as well as just basic food, which will do you nicely right at the start of the game. A whole bunch of junk. You can't go into workshop mode and scrap down everything, but there's always stuff to pick up and scrap, plus purified water. Yeah, if you've got lockpick, you can deal with some stuff. You've got empty beer bottles and beer, both of which can be quite handy to have. And yeah, it's just all pretty good. I think that, I didn't check what type of ammo that is. I think that might even be .45 as well though, which is exactly what I want for my weapon. So yeah, this place is definitely worth going into, for anyone who doesn't happen to know. Now that we've done all that scrapping and a bit of looting though, you'll notice it's got a bit dark. Yeah, it's nighttime now, and we've also started getting some status effects. Here we go, tired, peckish, and parched. That's not so good. So we're going to need to build a bed, at least one water pump, and probably need to eat some of that food. And yes, hello Codsworth. So to start off with, let's go into structures and actually build none of those things, because what we want instead is... oh man, I've got to remember where it is. Oh, there is so much stuff. I can't remember where anything is. I think it's... nope, that's a siren. Okay, I legitimately can't remember where I need to go. It's probably in power. There we go. Miscellaneous. Recruitment radio beacon. This is going to be essential for every settlement. Pop this down. Requires 1 power. So let's get a small generator there. Voila. Attach wire. Boom. And now there's a radio beacon going out telling people, hey, come to this settlement, it's awesome. Figures though, the settlement isn't awesome yet. It's got no food and no water. So let's rectify that by first picking up and harvesting a bunch of this food. And I'll go, I need to assign someone to this at the same time. Because isn't that a fun sentence to just do over and over again? And then from that, you go into your food, and you put down the few resources you've got, so that once I've actually got a person here, I can assign these resources to them, and then they'll be able to farm it. What we can get, though, is water through... we will need that water pump, but also, okay, we can't do an industrial water purifier, because that requires science. However, a standard water purifier can go in the water. And that'll give us 10 water, and requires 2 power, doesn't it? Yeah, 2 power. So let's try and do this smart. Work out... okay, so I'm going to be... if I go for 2 small generators, then that's probably... yeah, 2 small generators would mean 3 different water things. So let's go for that. Have 3 of these waters here, because food and water will also get shared between settlements, which is pretty cool. So if I've got that connected to that, and that connected to that, then you see there's already people 1, because someone is wandering over here right now. They're likely not actually here yet, but that doesn't matter. Because what we're going to do here is build 1 generator on top there, 1 generator behind here, connect that to that, connect that to that, and boom! Water is suddenly up to 30. I always do double connections, because I'm a bit paranoid, I suppose. There we go, that's all sorted. We are low on food, but that person will be able to be assigned onto the food thing, and we'll all be good. You'll also notice in red we have defense and beds. So, first things first, let's just deal with the beds, because that is really easy to deal with. And I always go to the end, because that's where the nice clean one is. That's normally the one I go for myself, but because I'm feeling nice, I'm going to make one of these beds for everyone. Because we've got a lot of empty houses, and I'm not going to be doing too much decoration. So I can literally just go, oh, here you go everyone, let's have a bunch of beds. And I'm going to want a grand total of 10 beds, because that's going to be enough beds for all the settlers that I want. And there will be a bit of sharing, I suppose, because I also want a bed, but as long as these are placed just under a roof, the settlers are pretty happy as well. So let's just build all of these. Alrighty, with defence out the way, with beds out the way, sorry, we now need to focus on defence. And turrets are going to be our best bet here. Most of this stuff requires gun nut or science or just power. What doesn't require any of that though is just the standard machine gun turret. So we might as well just build one of these right in the middle here, la-di-da-di-da, and enter. There we go, enter build, 5 defence, everyone is happy. Now, admittedly, I don't know where that settler is. I imagine they're still walking here, but once they do show up, I can assign them to food, and we're all good. What we can actually do, I believe, in the resources tab? Was it just there? Yep, is a bell. You ring this bell, ring to gather nearby settlers. Nice and simple. We'll pop that down for some basic wood and steel. Go. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. And we should have the settler wandering over here, and we can just assign them to work on that food. And then we've got a perfect settlement set up before we've even really done anything. And here comes little Miss Settler? Maybe, yeah, Miss Settler. So we'll go enter, command, and then just go over to the food, enter, assign, and suddenly look at that. We have multiple food in the settlement. This place is perfect. And with all of that green and the happiness, you'll see has a green up arrow on it. People are just going to want to show up here. So we're immediately off to a good start. Obviously, one settlement isn't good enough though, and especially with only one person in so far. So we are going to need to do a bit more work to sort this all out. Before I venture off though, I'm actually going to check in my settlement inventory. Because scrapping everything down means that... Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's the same button, Sarge. Means that I've picked up a bunch of stuff, including 3 pipe pistols, 2 grenades, a bunch of apparel, which I could definitely sell, I suppose. Yeah, I'm probably going to take this just to sell. That's probably a good idea. A whole bunch of food, including some real decent stuff, actually. Yes, stim packs, Radroaches, jet, take the cram and the dog food. This stuff is all pretty decent. You know what, let's just take all of it besides the brew. Bobby pins, the junk we're going to leave. And speaking of which, store all junk, just to make that easy. And also a bunch of ammo. Sadly, no .4... Oh wait, it's .44 I'm after, isn't it? Yeah, no .44, but that's a whole bunch of stuff we've got which we can sell for caps. Plus just some extra bits and pieces here and there, which I am not going to complain about for a single second. Fortunately for us, right over the road is another settlement, the Red Rocket, which we can just wander straight up to, which is pretty damn cool. There's also a little doggo here. Hello, little doggo. How are you?
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You want to come with me, pal? Okay, then. Let's stick together.
And now we have dog meat on our side, and that also means we're probably about to get attacked. So now is the time to be a bit cautious, and if you want to play it really safe, I normally jump up on top of here and get ready for mole rats to start attacking, which will happen very soon. And yeah, dog meat will bark and stuff. He's going to be our first follower, because we're probably going to have more than one in this playthrough, as long as Felix can survive long enough. Okay, it turns out it's activating the workshop, which will... That's not so good. Which will set off the mole rats, and as you can see, there's quite a lot of them. So, dog meat, please deal with them. I want dog meat to be able to kill most of them for me. Because, dog meat, attack! Please! I wanted to save a bit of ammo here. But I also don't want to risk stim packing dog meat, because I want to save on stim packs too. Because they're pretty essential. Still, I think that's all the mole rats dead. Yeah, if you jump up on this little counter, it's pretty easy to deal with them. And are we all good, dog meat? Yeah? Yeah? I like how he goes into sneaky mode. Okay. No! We're not all good! Dog meat, attack! Good boy. Who's a good boy, dog meat? Okay, now... Well, hopefully we're all good now. Anyway, just like Sanctuary, I will most definitely be scrapping down this entire place and just getting all the resources I can from it. Because these 2 first locations will be our home base. But we're going to play it smart this time. Oh, no we're not. I was going to say we're going to play it smart, but I don't have the resources linked up from one location to another yet. So we're going to play it regular. Isn't that fun? Alright, Red Rocket is all fully scrapped. I've got so many resources out of that, it's kind of cool. And now I'm going to do something a bit weird and go back to Sanctuary. Because there's a couple of things I need to do, and I also need to check on the place. I know we've been away for barely any time. I mean, even real time, teleporting dog meat, even real time it's only been like 10 minutes or so for me. But I need to check if there's anyone else shown up here, and see if I can assign a resource caravan. Yeah, that's probably the right name for it. So let's run back over here, look at the pretty stars, aren't they pretty? And okay, we've still only got one person, but that is okay, because they don't really need to work on food right now. Instead, we can just assign them to be the caravan at this point. And well, where are they're probably sleeping? It's the middle of the night. Okay, we've just got to hunt them down and then assign them. Oh, perfect, look at that. Enter command, wait, no, tab cancel. Q supply line. Yep, assign supply line to Radroaches truck stop. Wow, I've really struggled with that. Okay, and the food has gone to red, because we now have nobody working on food. However, that means all of the junk is now shared between this place and Radroaches. And you can check on the map, you can be like, oh, show supply lines, and oh yes, look at that. Both places have supply lines going to them. Isn't that awesome? And that's pretty cool. That's what we're going to need to do to every single settlement to make sure each settlement has junk and stuff shared so we can build things. And the first thing we're going to build at Radroaches is going to be one of those signal beacons. Here we go, back at Radroaches, and go over to Miscellaneous. Perfect! We've now got enough junk to build 11 of these if need be, which is exactly what I want to see. Crystal is always the difficult point early on, but I happen to have a shipment of crystal with this character, so that worked out particularly well for me. And look at that, instantly, that's all done. Now you'll notice that water and food and stuff are green at the moment, that's because we've got no people. Supply lines also share resources somewhat, so I don't actually need to worry about giving this place water. Food will be a bit of an issue just because I've got nobody doing food on the other place, but for now, everything's pretty good. I am going to build a few beds in this area. You'll notice I got rid of the power armor station, because honestly I don't actually need it. It came as a bit of a surprise to me, to be honest, but yeah, because Felix isn't going to be using power armor, he just doesn't require the power armor station. It's pretty cool. But if we build a few beds here, then that'll be awesome. Let's actually do one awkwardly switch between the two. Bless you, dog meat. Awkwardly switch between the two. Perfect. And look at this. People won. We now do not have enough defense, though. So this is the game you've kind of got to get used to with settlements. You've just got to be able to be willing to accept that you're constantly going to be building things to try and make everyone happy. And it's rarely going to work. You'll also notice happiness drops from 50 to 20 just because people aren't happy straight away. And, oh, water is bad. Is water not shared between... I thought water was shared between the settlements. You know what? To play it safe, let's just build a basic water pump here, because, quite frankly, we'll need it anyway. And now I've just got to try and find the settler like I did last time. However, seeing as they're coming here, they'll probably head straight to the bed. So, not going to be the end of the world. We just wait around for them. Then we'll send them back to Sanctuary, where they can sort out the food. Or we can do it the smart way, which I think is going to be actually quite dumb. So to kick off the smart way, we need to shoot 2 bugs. Which... oh, have they actually noticed me? Yeah, I think they have. Although I'm going to let Dogmeat just deal with them. Because, okay, Dogmeat is covered in blood. But yeah, one of them's running away. And the other one... no, Dogmeat, attack! Dogmeat, attack! It's fighting you. Please fight back, Dogmeat. Dogmeat. Why is Dogmeat just so bad at this? Okay, we're going to try and join in. And come on, Felix. Alright, Dogmeat and I apparently aren't very good at fighting. This is not a great early sign, but we can work with it. Let's just hope for the best. He's not, like... okay, he's not got himself killed or anything. What we're going to try and do is head into town and just... we're going to try and fight off the raiders. It's stupid, and it's not going to go well. Do I actually want to do that? Here's the dilemma. Getting the Minutemen on your side is perfect. It gives you quests to unlock new settlements, which you can do without them, but it's much easier to do with the Minutemen because you get extra XP and stuff. And you also get a bunch of settlers who go straight to Sanctuary and count towards it, which is a huge boon. So this quest is definitely a good one. To start off though, let's just get some frag grenades equipped. Let's also eat and drink, because we are both hungry and thirsty. We are also going to be somewhat low on supplies. Let's check out... Yeah, we're parched, peckish, and we're tired. Yeah, things are not great. However, we can deal with it fairly easily, I reckon. We're still peckish. Well, maybe we can't deal with it fairly easily. Okay, now we're all good. We're also getting, yeah, adrenaline damage plus 15%. Our revolver, which we're not all that amazing with, will do some decent damage. We just need to not be shot too much. And yeah, there's Preston Garvey up there, who should... Come on, Preston, start shooting at them. I'm kind of relying on him to do a lot of the work here, because, you'll notice we've only got standard iron sights on this gun, but we need to save these people. So there we go, one down. Let's just very carefully push forwards and try and not get into too much trouble here. Okay, another one down. Then, come on, Felix. Keep your hands steady. Let's... Oh, Molotov! That was scary. It's okay. Third one down. Let's see if we can get this guy. We've got to be careful with ammo as well, because we've definitely not got much of it. And come on. Come on. Fourth one down. Okay, I'm going to reload now for safety. And want to check. I think there's going to be one or two more. We just really don't want to be in trouble. Oh, Preston's actually stopped. Oh, no he hasn't. No he hasn't. Duck back down. Duck back down. We've got this bit for cover here. I think there's one more around the corner. We don't want to be close to them. We know that's a bad thing to do. So, oh. Yep, shots are being fired up that way. Let's... No. Can I... It won't let me jump through that window there. It's... Oh, there's a little tiny block there which is covering my way. Okay, let's duck into there. Okay, Preston said at least there's only one of them, which is a good sign. Oh man, but one of them is enough to kill me. Let's be real cautious. Oh, we've got to kill this final person. We've got to be able to kill this final person. But... Oh, I can hear the raider. They were around the corner somewhere. Okay, but not this way. This is utterly terrifying. There. No. Okay, got them.
The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
And there's Preston asking us for help, which we will definitely provide, but first off, we need to level up. Oh man, it's like I knew that was going to happen, which I actually didn't, it just happened to coincide. Anyway, a level up. We've got Lady Killer, which we can go for, and I think that's actually our only perk choice, because I am sticking with the rule of having to select perks I've already got unlocked as a standard character before going for anything else. This does at least mean we're better at shooting women, which isn't something I ever want to say on the internet again, quite frankly. As much as I would absolutely love to just leave this fight alone, I really have to do this. I don't have much of a choice in the matter. I've got to deal with this. I've got to try and fight through the raiders with not the best loadout, and then make it through the entire thing. I need the Minutemen on my side. So, let's just get this over and done with. And instantly, there are shots fired. We're also not going to be able to sneak very well, so let's just try and... Oh, I was hoping to land both of those shots! Ow, 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 ow! Okay, let's get some healing done. Alright, healed up. We're going to try and go through quite slowly and stealthily, as best as we can anyway, as a character who isn't actually all that stealthy. But some of these people will have shotguns, and shotguns are about the worst thing you can come across early game in survival mode. I mean, late game to be fair, they're also pretty devastating. Okay, you did not have one, and you poked your head around the corner. So that is all good. We're already doing much better than I thought we would. Although I think the guy up top might still be alive, and, well, I think his entire body, like, exploded there. We are going to be killing a lot of people here, which I'm going to try and not feel too bad about. We're also going to need to open the door down that way. But for now, we can just do a tiny bit of looting, because this ammo, at least, is worth selling, and I would like some of these weapons to scrap down, as I do have a scrapper perk. They actually make for some quite good stuff, but for the time being, we'll do without. Alright, lock is picked, and we can take the fusion core out. That thing's actually going to weigh a fair amount, but we do actually need it to progress on with the quest, and okay, that person there is dead. That is just what we want to see. We've got nobody on this immediate part. I'm going to do a tiny bit of looting, just to make myself feel better. And now we come up to another tricky bit. Here, there's people right there who we need to, nice, deal with. Oh wow, Felix is doing surprisingly better in combat than I expected. He does have a Western revolver, which is a pretty strong weapon. Although, how much ammo have we got left on this thing now? We're down to... We've got 18 shots left. We desperately need some .44 ammo. Because, yeah, he's gonna have to make do with something else pretty dang soon. Because that revolver is not gonna last forever. Which is gonna be a bit of a pain.
I'm coming in there, and I'm gonna skin every last one of you.
Hey.
Oh dear, and now, yeah, these people have definitely heard us coming up the stairs. So I'm just going to try and keep ducked behind here. I want to be out of shotgun range, because shotguns are horrible.
Now don't start talking crazy.
They're also talking about cutting down on the jet. Okay, we're going to do something crazy now, which is, I reckon, about there. We're going to try and bounce a frag grenade off of the banister, which we did! And it worked! Wow. Okay, I think Dogmeat's going in for the attack at this point. Is he? Or is everyone just dead? Everyone might be dead. Did that grenade just finish off everyone? Okay, let's play this. Yeah! Oh man, that was probably the best grenade of my entire life. That just worked perfectly. Alright. That's not .44 ammo though, so we're still in a bad situation. Alright, let's go and talk to this lot.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minuteman.
Maybe? Glad to help.
Well, if that's true, we could use some more goodwill. As you can see, we're in a bit of a mess here. Anyway, we figured Concord would be a safe place to settle.
Maybe?
Those raiders proved us wrong. But well, we do have one idea.
Let's hear it.
Sturgis, tell him.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
I'll help if I can.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning around. Once you jack the core into the power armor and grab that minigun, those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight. Good luck.
Sweet. So now they're just letting us get on.
Bingo.
Before we do that though, let's just pick up a few bits and pieces. Because I have a strong suspicion we're walking to our death right now. So I would love it if I could at least have, like, maybe a grenade or something chilling out. Let's get the perception bobblehead at the very least. That's better, that's accuracy, I suppose. Out into the... Oh, it's morning. Wow, we have been going for a long time. Yeah, it's morning now. Let's just... I'm going to pop the fusion core in there. I don't actually want to use the armor, because that's out of the character's, like, playbook, or whatever you want to call it. But I do want to get rid of that little bit of weight.
We got somebody up here.
What we're going to try and do here is deal with this person, because they're our biggest threat. And then we've got a whole bunch of other people who are going to show up. Hopefully, yeah, Preston will try and deal with them though. So whilst he does that, I'm just going to loot some stuff and see how that goes. It looks like we've got, yeah, just a couple of people left. And I think one of them might be Gristle, the big baddie. But, oh. Okay, they've stopped firing. Yeah, this is literally all Preston, who, yep, just killed Gristle, the main baddie. I'm, drawing a bit of fire here and then just to try and keep Preston alive. But for the most part, I'm just trying to, you know, stay out of it. Because Preston will eventually kill all of them. He just takes a long time to do it. It sounds like, okay, Preston still has a couple of them left. And I do have the Intimidation perk, but it seems like it's not quite got enough range to work. Ow, 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 ow. They've got enough range to shoot me, though. Yeah, let's take a quick look. I'm alright on health. I have done a tiny bit of healing and stuff, because, yeah, I'm just starting to get hungry and tired. It's the thing, I can obviously wait around, but if I wait around too long, I will literally just run out of food and water. Ow! And man, they are stupidly good shots. Like, yeah, that's 7 health just knocked off by them being a dang sharpshooter. And they are just not losing focus. And with only 18 shots, and something much worse to come, I cannot fight them right now. Ooh! I just heard a roar. It's been a long time. As you can see, Dogmeat and I have just kind of settled down here. But yeah, look at that. It's Mr. Oh, bye Mr. Deathclaw. Oh well, if Mr. Deathclaw is showing up, that's a real good sign. We've still got a couple of, yeah, raiders kicking about there, but you can see Mr. Deathclaw is over there and not getting involved. Like, I'd really like it if Mr. Deathclaw showed up. But I don't think he's going to do that until we're down there. Because he's based around where we are. And we're not anywhere he can get to, so he's not too happy to be about. Anyway, let's just wait for more raiders to die, I guess. Who's a good boy? Who's a good little Dogmeat? Are you a good boy? Yes, you are. You're a good boy, Dogmeat. Yeah, okay, Dogmeat and I may have just been going, oh, jaboo, for the whole time here. But it appears everyone is now dead. And way over there is a Deathclaw. So I suppose we'll just have to try and shoot it.
There you are.
And now Preston is going to attack as well, which, yeah, is what we really need. On top of that, let's throw a grenade. That didn't do much. Still, oh man, did you see that sidestep? Okay, Preston shall hopefully deal with him a little bit. And I think I'm going to set up some throwables. We've used up both of our grenades. But if he's willing to peek his head around, I've got a few Molotovs I can throw at him. You see, all of this destruction right here. This is all... Yeah, you've lost visual contact. That's all Preston Garvey. He's actually half decent. If he just could hit more of his shots, he'd be a really, really talented soldier. And probably could have helped with the Minutemen from the start. Okay, it looks like we're not going to get anywhere this way. We're going to have to do something risky now. Head downstairs and go on the ground floor. Alright, wow! I'm now out here with Preston, and... yeah. The Deathclaw at least... oh, bye Dogmeat. The Deathclaw showed up for a moment. Preston, how you doing there? You doing good? You seem to be doing alright. I think I am actually going to have to go downstairs, though.
Where'd they go?
It's kind of cool that you can just chill here with Preston, though. Can you talk to him? Can I push him off the edge? I mean, I don't want to try too hard because I don't want to fall off myself. And I'm not going to do that because that's something Felix wouldn't do. But...
like it or not, we're all counting on you.
oh. I don't like that. I was kind of counting on you, Preston. It seems we're both going to die. Oh well, farewell, Preston. Was good knowing you, albeit very briefly. Here we are, moment of truth, and there is Mr. Deathclaw. We're gonna shoot him a few times. Or at least a couple. Because, come on, Mr. Deathclaw. Yep, I'm gonna shoot you a handful of times. Then when you get too close, we're just gonna pop in here and... oh, Dogmeat, what are you doing? Oh, yeah. Oh no, dog meat. No. Why'd you? Yes. Oh. Oh yes. Okay, Stimpack dog meat who's just been crushed by a Deathclaw corpse. Oh, Preston. Oh, I was about to emote at him. You can't do that in this game. We did it. And by we, I mean mostly Preston. Dog meat did fairly well, and I fired like maybe 10 shots. How many? Actually, I was on 18, wasn't I? Yeah, I literally fired 10 shots in that entire fight. But still, look at that. We did it together. Joint effort. Let's go talk to them now that we're apparently the hero who just did nothing.
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side.
The feeling's mutual, Preston.
You can never have too many friends. Not in the Commonwealth. Listen, when we first met, you said you were glad to help. Well, you did. And we owe you our lives. So here. It ain't much, but it's the best way I can say thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Well, since you say that, maybe you'll come to Sanctuary with us. We could use your help getting settled there.
All right, Garvey. I'm in.
And there we go. Preston and everyone is now heading back to Sanctuary, and I kind of want to loot some of these people before we go, but maybe I'll just come back and loot them, because actually, you know what? Let's start looting some of them straight away, because a lot of this stuff can be pretty handy. If
Hey.
No, dog meat, I can't be over encumbered. That's periodic damage. I need you to store some of this stuff, okay? Okay, we're just going to give dog meat a whole bunch of stuff to look after, because he's a very good boy, aren't you, dog meat? And a lot of this stuff we're either going to scrap down, or just, give to settlers. Okay, dog meat is quickly running out of space. He can carry stuff, but that is fine. And the convoy has finally made its way to good old Sanctuary. And that's probably a decent time to end things, because next time we'll have to do some proper settlement building, head out there, try and find more settlements. We should, as it is the aim of the character, we should probably actually take a look at what our settlement is currently like, which is, look at that, we've got 6 people, 6 out of 10 people here, plenty of water, not enough defence. Happiness is on the up though, and food. Food is quite a problem. However, we can deal with both of those things next time. For now, I want to thank you all very much for watching. It's going to be a bit of a different series with Felix. As you've seen, there still will definitely be combat. However, Felix is not the bravest sort. In fact, Rachel was probably the bravest sort, and we saw what happened there, so maybe it's for the best that he's not the bravest person around. Anyway, he's just going to work on building settlements, having all of these happy people show up, and probably doing a few quests for the Minutemen as well, who, as everyone knows, are the favourite faction out there. I'll also show just quickly, because I can, we've got someone living at Red Rocket Truck Stop, and we do need to talk to Preston Garvey next time. But anyway, that is all done, and is all good. So for now, that is going to be it. Felix is going to have a well-deserved sleep after being awake for what has to be well over 24 hours his time. It's been one hell of a day for Felix, and hopefully it's been a hell of an episode for you. Anyway, that is going to be it from me. Tune in next Saturday for episode 2 of Felix's journey through Fallout 4 Roguelike. As always, thank you for watching. Sarge out.